What's up, everybody out there? Chris here, and we have a collection video for you guys. As you guys know, every 100th review celebration weekend, I like to do a bit of a collection video. I've done my shirts, we've done our trade paperbacks, we've done several things. And when I say we, by the way, Mike is behind camera, and he will be popping in and out as we do this. But ever since we started Frontline Gaming Zone, I've gotten a lot of people who ask, how many games do you have? Like, because we talk about our collection, we've mentioned about how many games we have, and they're like, well, how many games do you actually have? And a few people actually asked us to do game collection videos, and looking at the pile of games in this room alone, I now know why we never wanted to do that, but now it's too late since we've already set up for it. So we're going to be doing our game collection now. I've got to give a couple of disclaimers. Number one, like I said, the games are scattered all across the room, so as we're doing this, it's going to take time as we move from pile to pile. Number two, we do not have our entire collection here. This, I would like to say, is about half of our collection. The other half being our Atari games, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, any of our handheld game cartridges. We didn't bring any handhelds. We didn't think you guys would be interested in handheld. So all the older consoles and the PlayStation 1. We do not have PlayStation 1 games here as well. We had a few computer games back in the day, but those were older computer games. So PS1, cartridge games, all of that, we have it put away in a different place. So we decided not to bring that. And beside the point already, we have a lot of games here. So where we're starting is PlayStation 2, Xbox, and Nintendo GameCube. And then from there, we're going to gradually move up. I think we're going to be going probably from this way all the way around to that way as far as games go. Believe me, if you saw this room right now, you'd understand. I think we actually shared a picture. Did we share a picture on Instagram of our game collection before? I don't remember. I might have taken a picture. But another reason why we did this is because we kind of want to organize our games a little bit more now and kind of sift through doubles. And apparently I found out we have a couple of Xbox 360 games that we actually have that are PlayStation 3. I don't know. We wanted to go through our games, so we figured let's do this video and then we're going to do that. So yeah, we're definitely going to be busy after we do this video as well. So we're going to start with, ironically, Xbox, because, and I say ironically because you're going to see a trend as we get into the this gen consoles, the current gen consoles. These are all of our, I'm sorry, you can't see on the table. These are all of our Xbox games, minus one or two, and that's because they're with a specific collection, and for those of you that won't see the game right away, you'll know what it is. But there are about one or two, I think it's only one, if I'm not, yes, it's only one. So, minus one game, this is all of our Xbox games. So, of course you guys know I had to have Superman. I'm looking this way because that's where the camera is. So we have Superman. Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects. I had to grab that way back in the day. This game is where it started, where a lot of origins and then like walkthroughs and setups started up with Fable. Fable was the first open world game that I played, I believe, in that type of genre. We have Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1. Want to make sure they're on camera. Superman Returns. I actually did get the Xbox, and then I think I went and got the 360 version. I think there was a 360 version with an extra island, and I didn't know that at first, so I was kind of annoyed. Got Justice League Heroes. This is my favorite Hulk game. The Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. Oh, yep, I was right. Michael just found it in the pile. Hey, look! I have an early copy of Star Wars Battlefront 2. Oh, wait, no, never mind. This is the old Battlefront before they changed it to a multiplayer game. And then we have the limited edition, limited collector's edition for Doom 3. This is the steel book. Looks awesome in or out of the steel book or the slipcase. I could talk. So those are all of our Xbox games. Now around Xbox's time, I believe we were still, yeah, you can move those now. I believe we were still renting games, and that's a huge reason why when it comes to the consoles I mentioned that aren't going to be in this video, Xbox, even a little bit of PlayStation and GameCube, why we really didn't have too many of those games, because we honestly, we were renting a lot of our games, and once we beat it, who wants to get it again? So let's go into GameCube next, because that's our second shortest pile. So I don't know what happened to the poor case for Super Smash Bros. Melee, but this is all that's left for Super Smash Bros. Melee. One of my friends actually got this for me for my birthday a while ago. It was a beat-up case, too. Zoids, because I was into Zoids at the time. Now, this we actually got from GameStop, and it didn't have a picture, so we got Luigi's Mansion. Because, of course, I love Luigi, so we had to get Luigi's Mansion. Got Sonic Adventures 2, or Sonic Adventure Battles 2.
Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Okay, whatever. We got Star Wars The Clone Wars, because this game was fun, and I believe it was very much like Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Now, as you guys know, Rogue Squadron 1 was on the N64. I do have that game, but I also own the 2 games that follow, which is Star Wars Rebels, Rogue Squadron 2, Rogue Leader, and Rebel Strike was Rogue Squadron 3. Loved Rogue Squadron. I wish they'd make a new one. Yes, we have the original Resident Evil 4. My favorite game. This game is a crown jewel of GameCube, and I'm so glad that I actually own it. And I knew it was loose. I felt it while it was shaking around. And I got this actually. I got lucky and I found it online one day, brand new. Eternal Darkness. This game, if you have a GameCube or a Wii, I would recommend getting this game. It is one of the best games that came out of GameCube. We got Mario Golf, Toadstools. Man, these things were in the sun for a bit. I'll tell you that much. And then we got Super Mario Sunshine. So those are our GameCube games. That's it. The rest we kind of rented, or I do believe when we were getting Retro Gaming Treasure, and that's another way you could see all the old retro games we have up to this point, minus whatever we've never shown on camera. I think Michael actually did a Super Nintendo collection over on his channel anyway, right?
Oh, I never did. Oh, yeah, with the consoles, yeah.
Yes. So, if you'd like to see those, you can, but, yeah, I think we got a couple of GameCube games as well, but those were in CD cases, and those we put with our PlayStation 1 games. Now, PlayStation 2, we got 3 piles of PlayStation 2 games, because PlayStation was where we went when it came to current games. So, we took PlayStation 2 over the Xbox. So, here we go. Let's get into some games. So, we got Spider-Man 2, one of my favorite open-world games of all time on the PlayStation 2. Twisted Metal Black. I believe this was actually given to us, if I'm not mistaken. It was given to us. This was given to us by our older brother, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Battle Nexus. Because, as you guys know, I'm a huge Turtle fan, and everybody knows this. Got Kingdom Hearts, the original Kingdom Hearts. The very first Kingdom Hearts ever. Shadow of Colossus. This was actually just mentioned at E3. Got Legends of Legaia 2. Now, like I said, I am a huge fan of Legends of Legaia 1. So, unfortunately, that's with the PlayStation 1 games. Those are put away. But when I heard Legaia made a second game, I tried it out. Not as good as the first. We got Guitar Heroes. Lots of them. Legends of Rock is one. We got Guitar Hero and Guitar Hero 2 as a dual pack. I believe we got all 3 of these games at the same time. Rock Band 2 and Rock Band 1. Yes, we did get Rock Band for a time as well. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Track Pack Volume 1. This is Rock Band 1. Got Guitar Hero World Tour. Michael was a huge karaoke fan. So we've got SingStar Pop Rock, or SingStar Rock. SingStar Pop Volume 2. SingStar Pop the original.
You sound so enthused.
Now, Superman Shadow of Apocalypse. The best Superman game after Superman 64. That's based off of the animated series. Thank you, God. They did something right with the PS2. Then we got Metal Gear Solid 2. I have Sons of Liberty, which was the original Metal Gear Solid 2. And then we got Substance, which had a little bit of extra stuff put in on it. So there's one pile right there. Now, you guys know we are into wrestling. We were into wrestling for a while, so I'm going to go from bottom to top. We got SmackDown, Just Bring It. We got SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. Because Brock Lesnar, I believe he was newer at this time.
Yep.
SmackDown versus Raw. I don't know why it's... Okay, we have them backwards here for some weird reason, but alright. SmackDown versus Raw. The first SmackDown versus Raw. SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. SmackDown vs. Raw featuring ECW 2008. So those are all of our wrestling games. We got a couple in. I'm sure when we get the PS4, you guys will see we got one or two of the current day ones. So now we're going into Dragon Ball Z. Oh boy, I think these are out of order a little bit. So Dragon Ball Z Budokai. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi. Budokai Tenkaichi 2. I want to make sure that these are showing up. Alright, about here. Okay. Tenkaichi 3. Seriously, they just went with Dragon Ball Z for this one? Okay, Dragon Ball Z. And then we've got Dragon Ball Z Infinite Worlds. I don't believe we've ever missed any of the Dragon Ball Z games, to my knowledge. I could be wrong, but I don't believe we did. Now, my favorite Medal of Honor game ever, Medal of Honor Frontlines. I loved this game. I'm glad I got my hands on a physical copy of this after I got a digital copy of it. I believe we got this from Cindy. It's Ratchet and Clank. And we also have Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. I don't know what that was. We got Ratchet Deadlock. These are all Cindy's games that I believe she brought when she moved here. This doesn't have a cover. This is Legend of Spyro. It was a Mike got it at GameStop, I believe. Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. Yes, we are huge Street Fighter fans, so we definitely got that. Final Fantasy. Oh, these are out of order. I'm sorry. Let me throw these in order. Final Fantasy X, which was my first like fully finished Final Fantasy game. Final Fantasy X. I got 10-2 because they made it a sequel, continuing the story, which I've never played. And then we've got Final Fantasy 12, which as I was growing up, I heard 12 was the end. They were going to finish it. It was Final Fantasy 1 through 12, and they were done. Here we are, Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, 12 was the end. So then we got anybody who had a PS2 had these games that was able to get their hands on it. This is Grand Theft Auto, the unedited Grand Theft Auto, because they pulled this from shelves and they pulled out something from that game. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. This is the one before they pulled Vice City off the shelf to take off a certain mission in the game. And thank the Lord, back then during PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 2 era, they didn't have online updates and stuff like that, so they couldn't just go onto our consoles and take off and put on stuff at their will. So this is the unedited version, and then of course we have San Andreas. I don't believe they pulled San Andreas off the shelf. I don't think there was anything wrong with it, but they might have. If they did, that's the original unedited one for that. But I'm glad we have Vice City and Grand Theft Auto 3, the unedited ones. And that's one of the huge minuses to current day games, because if they don't like something and they want to take something out of your game, unless you are disconnected from the internet, once you get an update for your game, it's going to be gone. So we got Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Fun fact about that game, I literally bought that when I took a trip to Maryland a long time ago.
Yes, you did.
So that's from Maryland.
There we go. We've got Tomb Raider, and are these in order actually? I don't know. Tomb Raider Anniversary Collection. Tomb Raider, the Angel of Darkness.
Actually, Angel of Darkness was, and then...
Okay, and then Tomb Raider Legend. Those are all the original Laura games. This came with our PlayStation 2. It was Spy Hunter. So throw that out there. Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam Journey to Jaburo. I never got to really play too much of that game. Star Wars Starfighter, because it was so much like Rogue Squadron, I said I needed to have this in my life. Time Crisis 2, the failed version of having a game with a gun, because it never worked for us. Now, these were Michael's two baby games. And I don't mean baby as in, oh, look at the baby. I mean, he literally loved these games to death, to the point where they were like his baby.
Manhunt 2 was not as good. Manhunt 1 was the best. 2 stunk.
Yeah, well, Manhunt 1 and Manhunt 2, which if they ever did a movie, I would see, what's his name?
Vin Diesel.
Stone Cold Steve Austin in it.
Vin Diesel.
We got Spider-Man, the first game that was not open world. We got Resident Evil Code Veronica X, because we wanted Veronica X. Ridge Racer 5, because I had a friend who got me obsessed with Ridge Racer back in the day. Transformers. I believe this was given to us. I don't believe I own this. I think it was a birthday present. Dynasty Warriors 3, which was one of my favorite games during the PlayStation 2 era. Michael's favorite, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. I believe 5 is out now. So
and I know the cheat codes to that game.
And this I got actually for Christmas when we got the PS2 as well. The Bouncer. Anyone who got a PS2 back in the day when it first came out, you wanted the Bouncer. And then this game is a hidden gem. We found this game at a store that's really close to us, right up the block actually. He sells a couple of old games. And this game went under a lot of people's radar. Street Fighter EX 3. And this was the first, one of the only games that kind of broke the mold. And instead of it being 2D, it was more of a 3D looking world. Now, Mike's going to move that pile really quickly, and then he's going to hand me the next pile. So that was all of our first era games. Those were the first ones from one of the earliest consoles that we're going to show. Yes, so we're going to move now. Michael actually should be doing the next couple of piles because Michael's kind of more for this.
I think we should.
Which Michael's actually going to fix them first. So we got the Wii games, which are here. So Mike, why don't you come around and start doing the Wii game, and I'll continue the piles from there. So we got Wii, and Mike's going to show those off real quick while I take a 2-second because I need, this will kill our voices if we did this solo.
Yeah. So, for Nintendo Wii, the first game that I want to show you that we start off with, and that came with the Nintendo Wii, is actually called Wii Sports.
Wii.
Yeah, this was the first game that we got for this, and we've had lots of fun with it. We've done lots of 360s on Brooklyn Boys and lots of other stuff for our individual sites. So I'll start from here. The House of the Dead, Overkill. This was a really fun shooting game.
I'm actually going to do Wii, and then we'll go straight to Wii U, because I don't know when Wii U
and funny names in this game, by the way. I must mention. Resident Evil The Umbrella Chronicles. This was a really great co-op game, or single-player game, if you want to put it there. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Everybody's been talking about this since that came out for the Wii. Namco Museum Megamix. This has Pac-Man and all other classic retro games.
I would like to point out that, and you guys are going to start seeing that with the PS3 games and these Wii games, Brooklyn Boys 25 Days of Game Miss. A lot of these games came out of that.
New Super Mario Bros. Wii, which you did a walkthrough on Brooklyn Boys. This was just the Super Mario history that he was celebrating 25th anniversary.
I think that's a DVD.
No, it's a CD, actually.
You know.
Is it?
Let me see.
No, it's a soundtrack CD.
Oh, it's a music CD, okay.
Yeah, it's a music CD. Okay. So, that was celebrating 2010.
And they came,
5 years.
they came together.
Well, yeah. And I don't think anybody would have not had this game, but they have to have this game. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, of course. The most hyped game ever. Mario Kart Wii. Unfortunately, Nintendo Wi-Fi connections are discontinued. Why? I have no idea why.
Money. They want you to buy the new system.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. First Mario and Sonic team up. Then you have Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games. Followed by Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games. And I think there was another game that we have, but I believe it's for the Wii U. I'm not too sure. But we'll get to
it is for the Wii U.
Okay, but yeah, that Wii Motion thing. I don't know how. I have 2 copies of... Oh, because one doesn't work. Super Mario
Which
Galaxy.
one doesn't work?
One, I have no idea.
Give me those 2 and we'll put them in our room and we'll check. Because whichever one doesn't work, we're going to move on.
There's Super Mario Galaxy 2. I wish they made Super Mario Galaxy 3. Trauma Team. This one's Ellie's favorite game. That's pretty cool. Naruto Shippuden Clash of the Ninja Revolution 3.
Because Naruto's awesome.
Indeed. Metroid Prime Trilogy. We have Kirby's Epic Yarn. More likely Cindy's game, but mostly a casual game for all of us. Wii Music. Some fun just to do some music stuff. Because we like music. Mario Party 8. Which I believe broke the whole thing of, whatchamacallit, 20 coins to get stars and stuff. That one doesn't work. Chris?
What?
You sure that's the one that doesn't work?
No, I'll tell you later.
Oh. Got Mad World. Metroid Other M.
I think a lot of these are the ones from, yeah.
Mario Super Sluggers. I don't know why I bought this.
I did. It was during the 25 days of Retro Game Miss. Well, not Retro Game Miss, 25 days of Game Miss. Or did I? No, did I? I bought it for you for Christmas!
Did you?
Yes!
But I wanted Superstar Baseball. I wrote it on the list.
Didn't you get Superstar Baseball?
I don't think I did.
Wow, you are just one of those people, aren't you?
Animal Crossing City Folk.
There's so many good memories with me with that game. I still miss it. I gotta go check my village one day. Probably has weeds out the window.
The Wi-Fi connection is out. It has Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but I could still play the game myself.
You could, but you can't go to other people's towns.
I understand.
And with the Wii mic thing. Mouse Strikers Charged. This was a pretty good game.
Yeah, I'm glad we don't have to deal with the Wii microphone anymore since the Wii U had a microphone built in.
Sega Superstars Tennis, which had the power-ups of Supersonic and Super Shadow and all that other stuff for that. Alright. Next pile. You Don't Know Jack, the irrelevant trivia party game. It was fun, but you get to hate the guy who does all the narrating stuff. Dead Space Extraction, which my brother did, and this game was really awesome. I mean, if you're a Dead Space fan, you'll definitely... What volume was Extraction? After 1, after 2, or was
Extraction was the setup for... It's a prequel to the whole series, so it's
okay,
like 0.5.
I thought it was. Super Mario All-Stars, which originally came out for the Super Nintendo, that actually...
That they brought out like on every console.
We don't talk about lost levels at all. Fishing Resort. Star Wars The Force Unleashed. And this was given to me by a friend of mine, and it was a pretty great game. New apprentice of Darth Vader's clan, or something like that. Prince of Persia Rival Swords. Now, I did play a little bit of this game, and I have to admit, I like the whole adventure climbing game. Like a Tomb Raider game, but more involved, which is awesome. Resident Evil The Dark Side Chronicles. This was a good game. Arcade Zone, which is just like an arcade when you go to an amusement park or stuff like that. Bring it in your home. Good family fun zone. Fun times and all that. Super Paper Mario. Red Steel 2. Because. No More Heroes 2. Desperate Struggle. And also, No More Heroes. The first one. We have Rayman Raven Rabbids 2, which is going to team up with Mario. If you saw the E3 of that game, I'm going to be definitely getting that for the Switch. Wario Land Shake It. And the origin game that started all, WarioWare Smooth Moves. That was fun, along with Shake It. Even though I'm not a big Wario fan, I'm be Wario any day. Sonic Colors.
Because in that era, in the era of games, that was the best one.
Alright. Resident Evil 0.
That was the archive one. Because it came out for GameCube, we never got it.
Endless Ocean. Now, this game was really
Holy
amazing.
Crap, that was amazing. There's another one. There was another one. There should be another Endless Ocean.
I think there is in this pile. Let me
check it out. Check out. No, try to get them together, because I don't know why it would be. They would be separate.
It's actually on the bottom right here, which is Endless Ocean Blue World.
This one was one of the hardest ones to find next to this one. These games are pretty pricey now. Back then, thank God they weren't so pricey. But man, now forget it. Good luck. But they're so good.
Yep. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, where Wolf Link debuts during like half towards the beginning and middle of the game. GoldenEye 007, which originated from Nintendo 64.
And they updated it with the new James Bond. Amber actually got me that. It came with the gold controller.
And that's what I was about to say. Golden controller, golden awesomeness. Oh, Rayman Raven Rabbids 1.
Yep.
We have the first one. This one I would love to do a walkthrough on because that was fun, but it gets very hard as the levels continue. Fortune Street is sort of like a Monopoly version of just with Nintendo characters. There's a Monopoly version, but only with Nintendo characters. Pirates of the Caribbean, the video game, Lego version.
Yeah, that's Cindy's.
We have another Animal Crossing city full.
Tell me we did the same problem. If you didn't notice, that happens when it comes to these Wii games.
I
Apparently.
guess so. And I'll
Where's
just stop
the other one?
The other one I think you put in the pile.
Alright, we'll deal with it later then.
Wii Fit. And with Wii Fit, there was Wii Fit Plus.
Yeah, because why not?
And then after Wii comes Wii U.
Literally,
to start off
directly after it.
Yes, and the crown jewel to start off for that. When there was Brawl, after that came Super Smash Brothers for Wii U, which I did do an unboxing on my Challenger Arcade team with Amiibos, so you should definitely check that out. We got Dick. Oh, thought there was no game in here because it felt light. Super Mario Maker. We have yet to make one, but hey, it's good to play other levels, you know, nowadays. DSX, Human Revolution, Director's Cup. Yeah, that's what I said. Rayman Legends.
That's on the Wii U. It's the best because you have the gamepad.
And you get to team up with a lot of people also, I believe.
Well, no, you can team up with any
This,
console.
I have no idea why. Star Fox Guard, which came with Star Fox Zero, which is right here. This is much better.
They came with a double pack. That
I
game
know,
was
but
free.
it's nothing really special. And Slippy. Continuing. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash.
We have no doubles when it comes to Wii U.
Pokken Tournament. Which now is going to have a new Pokken Tournament that's coming out. Mario Kart 8. Wheel of Fortune. Very fun game. I love Wheel of Fortune game show. Best one ever. Mario Party 10. This is where everything and anything happens because you get to play as Bowser, but only gamepad version of that. And you need it to play Wii U. Hyrule Warriors of Legend of Zelda. This is called the Hyrule Warriors. Super Mario 3D World, where Cat Mario and where you can play as Peach, Luigi, and Toad. Kind of reminds you of the Super Mario Bros. 2 version, but Rosalina's in it when you complete the game, I believe. When you complete the game. Disney Infinity. Wii Fit U. We just love to stay in shape.
Yeah,
Very, very good for our
Stay in shape.
cholesterol.
That's what they all say.
New Super Luigi U.
But Mike, then why are you so fat? He says that he weighs twice Mike's size because Mike's like a twig.
Yeah, whatever. And then there was New Super Mario Brothers U. Before Luigi U.
Is Luigi #1.
And they had the year of Luigi, which is why that also came out.
I like that it came in a green case also. Breaks up the monotony of all blue and red.
Skylanders Swap Force. I believe Spyro is in this one.
He's in all of them.
I don't know if he was in this one because I don't see him. Probably was. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, which I have yet to do, but I would love to do because that was appearing in, I believe, 3D World or U. One of them. Where you have to go through mazes and stuff. And the other Mario Sonic at the Olympic Games I was talking about in Sochi, 2014. Yep. I believe that's how you pronounce it.
That was given to me.
Rapala Pro Bass Fishing?
Bass fishing.
Bass Fishing? Whatever. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2013.
That I was interested in. I never tried it yet.
We have Tekken Tag Tournament 2, the Wii U edition. This was fun.
That had Mario and Nintendo costumes to it.
That was fun. And of course, my favorite, NES Remix Pack, which had volumes 1 and 2 together, along with the World Championship Remix. Fun times I did on that walkthrough. Bayonetta 2.
Because
Skylanders Trap Team.
I think that's when Cindy started buying it because she liked it.
Then there's the other Disney Infinity of the 2.0 edition. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. This is more Chris's game.
That
or
was
Monster
from.
Hunter
That
Ultimate
was
3.
from. That was from. What do you call it? 25 Days of Game Miss.
Zombie U, which we got with the Wii U console.
Yep.
Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Really want to get into that game also if I can.
One of the bigger Donkey Kong games.
Indeed. Sonic Lost World Deadly 6 Bonus Edition. It's And this game. The Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric.
I don't know why we even have that.
Really bad.
I truly...
Very bad.
Honestly don't know why we even wasted our time with that game.
And yeah, so now I guess I'll turn it back over to Chris where he will do Xbox 360.
Now, out of all the retro consoles that we have, oh, not retro, all the older consoles we have, I have two large piles of games. Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 are the huge bulk, followed not too far behind by the PS4, if not PS4 and maybe the 360 have a competing chance. And the reason why we have more PS3 games, just like we said before, Brooklyn Boys, 25 days of retro gamers. Mike, the camera's a little bent down. Could you bend it a little up? I think we bent it down a little. There you go. Okay, so here we go. They're not in any order, these guys. So we got Street Fighter 4. I don't know why. I think it was because of there was something involved with this game. I forgot why. I think you got something extra when you got it from GameStop. Green Lantern Rise of the Manhunters. Got Gears of War 1 and 2, the original two Gears of War games. I don't believe. Might have Gears of War 3. Keep an eye on. Sonic, Sega All-Star Racing, that's Michael's. I believe he got it because of Banjo-Kazooie.
Of course, why not?
Call of Duty, Black Ops, Dead Island. Now looking at these games bring me back to when I used to play these with my friend. We have Tomb Raider Underworld, one of Michael's favorite games.
I believe that's when you used to watch Hammer.
Resident Evil 5. Around Resident Evil 5 is when the groups started to break up a little bit on Xbox 360, and I believe that's when they started announcing the new consoles. We got Modern Warfare 2. There's the Steelbook Edition. Guitar Hero, Warlords of Rock. Ooh,
Warriors of Rock.
Warriors of Rock?
Yeah.
Okay. Spider-Man Web of Shadows, one of our favorite games. Fable 2, because I like Fable 1, never really got into Fable 2. Spider-Man 3, one of my favorite Spider-Man games. Can you fix that? Thank you. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, this is the Game of the Year edition. Okay. And here we go again with Dragon Ball Z. Wait, are they all together? No, they're not. We have Raging Blast and we have Burst Limit. Dragon Ball Z. X-Men Origin Wolverine Uncaged Edition. This was a really good game.
It was actually. And a good movie too.
We have Star Wars Republic Commando. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1 and I think 2. Yep. Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. Now we talk about No Man's Sky. We talk about No Man's Sky a lot, but there was a game that came before No Man's Sky that had such a huge hype. Such huge hype. And then when the game came out, it literally tanked down to $10 almost immediately. And that game is Brink. Why do I say that? Because not even a week after Brink came out, if you brought that back to the GameStop store, they'd offer you $5 for it. No joke. $5. My ex-girlfriend got me this when it first came out, and then I was like, this game sucks. Please bring it back so you can get your money back. They offered her $5. And that was it. So we decided to keep it. I didn't want her to spend all that money and then go to $5. Anyway, Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. One of the best. Go inside. Mortal Kombat. Another really good game. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. This is Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition and Street Fighter X Tekken. All together in one game. That was for the 25 days of gamers. Oh, now we're getting into some good stuff. Dead Space and Dead Space 2. Dead Space was my favorite. This was one of my favorite games to play. Nice horror game, awesome. I wish that they would have had it on the PS3 or they'd remaster it for the 4 and the Xbox One. Injustice: Gods Among Us, the first. Left 4 Dead. I know we have Left 4 Dead 2. I guess we'll get up to it at some point. Might have mixed things up. We got Alien vs. Predator, the Steelbook Edition. Actually, let me take it out of the slipcase so you guys can see. There's the Alien. There's the Predator. Okay. It's right there if you want it. It's in front of the paper towels. This Cindy actually brought from where she was from. Skyrim. Or did we get... No, this is ours. Skyrim is ours. There's another Elder Scrolls game that she had brought from her home. Then we go into the Assassin's Creed line. We've got Assassin's Creed the First. Assassin's Creed 2. The intro of Ezio. And then we got Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I'm positive. We have all the Assassin's Creed games up until the current one, so I don't believe we have Syndicate. Of course, Grand Theft Auto 4, unedited, but I don't think they edited that one. So there you go. That goes on top of that pile. Now, L.A. No Hour. I loved this game when it came out. It was so much fun. A real fun enjoyment for me. I would recommend that game still. Rainbow Six Vegas 2 Platinum Edition. Now I'm going to put this over there. You can put that over there somewhere because we're going to see it again. And like I told you guys, Superman Returns on the bed. Because it had the extra island for the upgraded system. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have wasted my time. Now this all is one. Here we go. Now I told you guys I didn't show off one Xbox game, and that's because it was Halo. And of course after Halo came Halo Anniversary Edition for the 360. Well, it didn't come after it, but later on we got an Anniversary Collection. Then we got Halo Wars, which came out for the Xbox 360. This is the limited edition, which has all extra stuff and whatnot. Halo 2, this is the Steelbook limited edition. Halo 3, this again is the limited edition. And then I started getting smart and saying, well, oh no, I don't think they even made them limited editions, but we got Halo ODST, and then Halo Reach, which was basically the beginning of Halo, how it all began and how the Master Chief got off of the planet. Now we got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and now again we're going to reach into this. I keep these together because this is my favorite of all time series, and it spans across actually 3 consoles. When it first came out on the PlayStation 2, I loved it, and Valve, you bastards, still have not given us the 3rd and final installment of this game, and they probably never will, and it became one of those things of legend that'll never happen. That pisses me off, but this was one of my absolute favorite series of all time. We're going to start it off on the PS2 with Half-Life, because Half-Life was awesome. Move it over to Xbox for Half-Life 2. And then years later, where they started to give us hope, the Orange Box, which had Half-Life 2 again, Half-Life Episode 2, which was in 2 parts, Team Fortress 2, and introduced Portal, which then, of course, we got Portal 2, which is somewhere in the pile. I just don't know where it is yet. We'll get to it. Unless I already showed it. Did I already show it? I think I already showed it. Nope, here it is. Portal 2. This game was awesome also. Loved Portal 2. Got Guitar Hero 5. Lego Batman 1 and 2. Lego Batman 1 actually comes with the movie, which is really cool. Oh, hello. What are you doing away from your brothers? Halo 4. What are you doing away from your brothers? Put that on top of Halo 3. We've got Marvel vs. Capcom Fate of Two Worlds. This is the Steelbook. Awesome looking edition.
And it came with a comic book.
And it came with a comic book. Resident Evil Revelations. Resident Evil 6. Metro, The Last Light, which you will be seeing again later on in this video. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Left 4 Dead 2. I'm going to start speeding up a little bit because we are going Battlefront 3, or Battlefield 3, Homefront, which was a good game compared to its predecessor. BioShock Infinite. Batman Arkham City. Oh, we're going backwards now. I apologize. Batman Arkham Asylum. Street Fighter 4, again, for some weird reason. We're going to have to go through these. Yes, please. Ghostbusters, the video game. This is what started my channel off, as a matter of fact. Ghostbusters. Love Ghostbusters. That was an awesome game. Castlevania Lords of Shadows. Or Lords of... Yeah, no, Lord of Shadows. And Brutal Legend, which was Michael's. And that is all of our Xbox 360 games. Mike, you can move that pile out first. And set it up over there. And then I'm going to start. Now we're going into PS3. Now, PS3... Surprisingly, I think they're about the same. I think PS3 and Xbox 360 have about the same two piles. They look like they're the same height. Really quick, I'm going to throw these out because they don't fit on the pile standard-wise. We have Metal Gear Solid Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, which I actually got with the lightning sword prop that you would see over here with the electricity when we did the reviews here. We got Hitman Absolution. This is a limited edition. And one of my favorites. The remake or the remastering of Final Fantasy X and X-2. This is the collector's edition. It looks like a book. And it actually is a book until you get to the back where you actually have the two games. It's really awesome. I love it. And as you can see, white gets dirty fast in our house, so that is why I keep it in the slipcase. So those are the ones that wouldn't fit in these piles. So now let's delve into some stuff. We got Dragon Age, Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition, and Dragon Age 2. I believe there's 3, but I think I threw them out of order when I was piling them up. It's okay. We got Bulletstorm Limited Edition. Rage. These are a lot of games. A lot of the PS3 games we got, Darkness 2, are from 25 Days of Game Miss. Medal of Honor Warfighter, which actually came with a free DLC of Frontline. Oh no, I'm sorry. Medal of Honor Limited Edition came with a free download of Frontline for the PS3. The God of War Saga, full God of War series. Then we got God of War Ascension. All 3 Resistance games. There's Resistance 1, Resistance 2, Resistance 3. And here we go again. Rainbow Six Vegas #1. And Vegas 2 will probably show up at some point because it fell out of order. Because we got Army of 2, the first and second game of the Army of 2. And the third. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the 40-day early DLC. There's Army of 2, I guess 3. I don't know. There were 3 Army of 2 games. We got Uncharted. Drake Sportsman. I believe it's Uncharted 1. We got Tekken Hybrid. Tekken 6, which Tekken 7 just came out. South Park, The Stick of Truth, because South Park. Sonic Generations, finally fixing things up, and this is what the new Sonic game is going to be based off of. We got Saints Row the 3rd. Don't question why, but we have Lollipop Chainsaw. Silent Hill Homecoming. Silent Hill Downpour. Spec Ops The Line. Fuse. These are a lot of games that we just bought for the 25 Days of Game Miss or whatever, and we've never actually had the time to play them. Red Dead Redemption, which I definitely want to get into that at some point. Rainbow Six Vegas 2, here it is, for the PS3. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, one of the worst Resident Evil games. One of the. There are more, but... Guilty Gear Earth Xrd. We've got the Genesis Collection, the Ultimate Genesis Collection. Just Cause 2. At any point you can take this pile.
Oh, I was waiting. You were going so fast.
Oh, I'm sorry. Got Borderlands, the pre-sequel. Dark Souls 2, limited edition. Steelbook. Kingdom Hearts 2.5 Remix, which I believe collects 2.5 on. Uncharted, here we go. 2 and 3 to go with Uncharted 1. Medal of Honor Airborne. Killzone Trilogy, the trilogy of Killzone. I don't know why, but I wanted to try Payday, so we got Payday 2. Syndicate. Singularity. I feel like I'm going through cards now. Alien Colonial Marines or Aliens Colonial Fail. Kingdom Hearts 1.5. Grand Theft Auto 5. Oh, this is the one Cindy brought from her house. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Little Big Planet 2. That's Cindy's. Little Big Planet 1. That's Cindy's. Duke Nukem Forever.
Good God, no.
Good God. This, I believe, we found, which was Sniper Ghost Warrior 1. Yeah, Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 just came out, and we're still waiting for it to go down to like 20 bucks like that game's worth. Call of Duty Ghost. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Assassin's Creed 3. Assassin's Creed Revelation. Battlefield 4. Battlefield 3. Fallout 3. Fallout New Vegas. Oh, get these two together. And I believe there should be a credit. There's no one? Okay. Crysis 2 and 3. Binary Domain. I don't know where we got that from. Probably 25 days. Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3 together. I believe this is then... this is the... Oh, I'm sorry. This is Devil May Cry 4. So, 1 through 4. Borderlands Game of the Year Edition. Borderlands 2 Game of the Year Edition. Metal Gear Solid The Legacy Collection, which has a bunch of Metal Gear Solid games. Basically all of them almost. Lego Marvel Superheroes, number 1. Number 2 is coming out this year. We got Far Cry 3. Yeah, because I believe that's what we're up to. We've got Dishonored. We got Beyond Two Souls, which was pissed off at The Last of Us because Ellie looked a lot like Ellen Page, and Ellen Page was actually used in Beyond Two Souls. Guess what? Beyond Two Souls with the real Ellen Page sucked, and Last of Us is getting a second game with the character that was actually, her face was a little bit based off of Ellen Page. Of course, we've got Batman Arkham Origin for the PlayStation 3. Dead Space 3 because I need to finish my Dead Space run. And we're going to conclude PS3 off with The Bureau, which is XCOM Classified. It is the only first-person shooter game in the XCOM series. Now we are going into current gen, and this is where you guys are going to notice, like the PS2 versus the Xbox. Let's start with Xbox. These are all of our Xbox One games, and 90% of them are exclusives. Halo 5, Recore, in a minute, yeah, you can leave those there actually. Rare Replay, which are all the Rare games. Dead Rising 3, Sunset Overdrive, Sniper Elite 3 because we got Sniper Elite 3 somewhere else, so we got the Collector's Edition. We got the Master Chief Collection for Xbox One to have all the Halo games with the Master Chief in it together. Destiny 1 because I heard Destiny was better on Xbox One. Titanfall, which is an exclusive to Xbox One. And originally, Tomb Raider the Definitive Edition, or Tomb Raider 1, the remake, was a Xbox exclusive for a pretty long time before they moved it over to a not exclusive. You can move that onto that chair, Michael. Just put it sideways. Put it right there. Yeah. Now, PlayStation 4. We have 2 piles here, and then we have piles of for the games that we have near our system. But anyway, let's go. Killzone Shadowfall. WWE 2K16 because it had Sting in it. Bloodborne. The Order 1886. Avoid this game at all costs. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zero. This is basically an overpriced prequel to the actual game. Super quick to finish it. Assassin's Creed Unity. A Realm Reborn Final Fantasy 14 Collector's Edition? I didn't even know we had this. It tells you how much I pay attention. MLB The Show 14. Deus Ex Mankind Divided, Day 1 edition. Mafia 3, awesome game. Mortal Kombat XL, because it's Mortal Kombat. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutants in Manhattan. You're going to notice that they're out of order. Uncharted 4. Naruto, Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Alright, here we go again. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I'm sure we'll pass by Xenoverse 1 at some point. Street Fighter 5, of course. Titanfall 2, which was an awesome game. Battlefield 1, because we thought it was going to be good. Paragon, which I've yet to try out. 7 Days to Die, which I got on sale. Doom, another awesome game. Fallout 4, a spectacular game. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, which came out last year. The failure of Homefront Revolution. Mirror's Edge Catalyst did not live up to Mirror's Edge 1. Knack, which was given to us by our older brother. Love it. Deadpool, which was given to us by our older brother. I can't wait to play that. We've got Guitar Hero Live, the first Guitar Hero on PS4. Alien Isolation. I want to play that game so bad and beat it on stream. I hopefully will someday. Here we go again. We've got Call of Duty Advanced. I'm sorry. Was it Infinite or was it Advanced Warfare? That was no, it was Infinite. No, this one is Advanced Warfare. That came out before. The Evil Within, which was Mike's horror game that he never finished. Dragon Age Inquisition. Watch Dogs. Dishonored 2. This is Dying Light with all the DLC attached to it. For Honor. For Failure. Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil Revelations 2. Mad Max. When we got the VR, we got VR World. Far Cry 4. No longer need Dying Light because we got Dying Light with all the DLC. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Or 3. I'm sorry, 3. Saints Row the 4th for the PS4. Until Dawn. No Man's Lie, or as we call it, Sky. Just Cause 3, which was awesome. Star Wars Battlefront 1, which hopefully Battlefront 2 will undo the crap that Battlefront 1 did. Batman Arkham Knight. The Last of Us Remastered. The Walking Dead. Oh, we got all the Telltale games for The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead Telltale game Season 1 and 400 Days. And Season 2. Mega Man Legacy Collection 1, because 2 is coming out next month. The Witcher 3. Resident Evil Origin Collection, which is 0 and 1. Uncharted Collection, which is 1, 2, and 3. For the PS4, came with our PS4. Battlefield Hardline, or Cops and Robbers as we call it. Wolfenstein The New Order, and Wolfenstein Old Blood. And Wolfenstein 2 is coming out quickly. Now, those are the games that we have in the piles. These are the games that we have in our room. Recent edition of Crash Insane Trilogy. We have Final Fantasy 15. This is the deluxe edition. These are all steelbooks, actually. We've got Overwatch. I'm trying to figure out a way. I know, I'm trying to get a... I guess it's from Tekken 7. I'm going to keep them the right way. Metal Gear Solid 5, the game you should get. Injustice 2. Rise of the Tomb Raider. This is the 20-year collector's edition. Metro Redux, which has Metro Last Light and Metro 2033. The full Destiny collection with all the DLC. Horizon Zero Dawn. Nioh, which I just got. Dirt 4, which just came out and we just got. The Crew. This is the Ultimate Edition with everything in it. Without the DLC, The Crew sucks. Shadow of Mordor, the Collector's Edition. The Game of the Year Edition. Rainbow Six Siege, which I do have Season 1 and 2. Farpoint, which is an awesome VR game. The Division, of course. Prey. Sleeping Dogs. This is the Pac-Man Championship Edition 2. The Bioshock Collection. Cindy got Little Big Planet 3. Ghost Recon. Watch Dogs 2. Far Cry Primal, which my older brother gave me. And Resident Evil 7. There you go. I'm going to take these. And Mike's going to conclude us all with the games that he just got recently as well. Because I need a break. For 2 seconds.
The games that I'm going to do only is... Oh, you forgot this.
Well, yeah, I'll get it.
Are Nintendo Switch. And as of now, I have 3 games, and there are some pendings and others that are coming out. So the ones that I have as of now is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Puyo Puyo Tetris, the frantic 4-player puzzle mashup, which is fun, and Ultra Street Fighter 2, the final challengers. Games I'm playing again in the future, Super Bomberman R.
Yeah, but that's we're talking about our collection.
Yeah, these are the only 3 games we got, so I guess we'll end it with both of us.
Alright guys, so that's it. That is our whole collection from PlayStation 2, GameCube, and Xbox, all the way up until current day consoles. Unfortunately, the Nintendo Switch... Unfortunately, the Nintendo Switch is the one that loses out here because we only have 3 Switch games compared to all these other piles of games that we have here. But that's okay because I'm sure the Switch will build up piles just like the Wii and the Wii U have. So anyway, thank you guys so much for being here with us. I need a break because tonight is the 400th episode and we've just spent... Wow, it didn't take us as long as I thought. About 56 minutes to do all of these games. And now we have to put them all back too. Thank you guys so much for being here with us. Take care. Keep reading. Keep collecting. We have more coming your guys' way soon. And we'll see you guys then. Take care, everybody.
Later, everyone.